Greetings and salutations. This is Jason Silverain, and today I'll be taking a look at another Brazilian game studio. This is Road Defense by Minicactus. Now, I was offered a free key for this, however, I thought I'd have a go on the demo first. It looks like a relatively classic style tower defense with a little bit of a variation. Now, I do like the art style, it's very old school. Again, I can't quite place it. I've seen this sort of sprite work before. I know what they're going for with the retro look, but I'll be damned if I can just say what era it is. Excuse me. Oh. Now, okay, let's go shopping. We have absolutely nothing to work with. Now, we are playing this lady here. Protect the vehicle, 1 of 10. Oh, did I set it off early? Well, no explanation, never mind. And our role as a mercenary is to protect these vehicles coming through from these somewhat random people trying to destroy it. Now, there's no real explanation of why this is going on. It's just like this is a particularly dangerous area. Maybe the full version will have a little bit more story-wise. I find it a little hard to really apply a story to this, though. Because from what I've seen of the video, is eventually these guys get upgraded to, like, a lot of people attacking, including things like suicide bombers. Now, this is supposed to be post-apocalyptic. Fire rate, I think. Thank you. I'll need that. As I finish them all off. Yeah, this is supposed to be like a post-apocalyptic area. And you wouldn't just kind of destroy things. No, you'd be looting them. You'd be stealing from them, not just blowing them up. Now, it's quite possible that these guys are bandits and they've made an ultimatum of, hey, pay us or die. But look, they're all queued up there. The fact they wait for you to come inside this area is ridiculous. And how do we have towers here? All these questions and more will probably not be answered. But gameplay style, it does feel like old school Flash tower defense. Now, perhaps not so much in I'm building many towers, but I'll be getting there eventually. When I can actually hit the broadside of a barn. Ow. Ooh, let's go with this one. How much money do I have? I've got 500. Well, pistol ain't gonna do much, and it looks like we can't really improve much in the demo. There we go. So we've got someone in the tower waiting for us. Come on. I'm glad the person in the tower's a half-decent shot, because I'm not hitting anything. Now, I don't know if we can shoot the vehicle ourselves. I certainly hope not. And I have seen, hey, nice, that we can get drops from the enemies over the money. Be really nice if we could get a weapon, but I suspect I won't be getting anything like that for some time in this early game. That church is just in the way. Oh dear, run away, run away. Oh, they're still coming? See, this is more tiresome than the actual defense aspect. They're still spawning enemies. They're already taking, like, quite a few shots to kill. Before, they were only taking one. This is, like, the second, wave. Alright, I think I'm going to need, to level up my gun's power, because, obviously, I'm not getting anywhere with this pistol, so I will see you in just a moment. Thankfully, I've managed to get an AK over here. But where the hell did you come from, you little git? stop that! Oh, we've got some with guns now. Not that they're really that much different in appearance. That's going to make things awkward later. Thank you for the money. So yes, actually under closer inspection, you get the money from the vehicles, but you get these small glowing orbs from these people. Now, that's not particularly clear. I would probably advise, like, something slightly different. Oh, God. I really wish I'd saved my money and not bothered with that pistol early on. Because the pistol feels pretty useless. Maybe it's cheap to upgrade. We'll have to see. Depends if I can actually make sure another vehicle survives. You stop that. Now, again, from what we're seeing it's a pretty decent game. However, I'm already feeling a few flaws in it, in the fact that your health bar isn't that clear. It would be nice if you had a health bar like up here between that, rather than just relying on the one on your character, because I'm not really looking at my character. I'm looking at everywhere but my character as I'm trying to shoot these figures chasing me. And this takes forever. Now, again, this is my first run in a roguelike where you can actually purchase more and more starting bonuses, and I think I've already got enough things for that. So, we'll see how things go. I mean, it's not bad. I mean, I'm quite impressed with the sort of... Is it sprite work? Is it pseudo 3D? I mean, is it 3D pretending to be sprites? I keep looking at this art style, and it's reminding me of something, and I cannot place where it's from. Alright, it looks like you can only upgrade the towers in the demo version to level 2, but this is now a very good tower. I'm back to no money again. It's a little bit of a shame that the demo is so limited, but I suspect it's only these 10 vehicles. They're getting faster. They are definitely getting faster, and this is ridiculous. I have stuck nearly all my upgrades into offense and firepower, and I'm still taking 4 or 5 shots to kill a single dude with a crowbar. That is stupid. The advancement curve for this is ridiculous. And I'll confess, the fact that it keeps spawning enemies after you've got the vehicle through, I think that's the most tiresome thing. I think you should just get a big old... They should have made the areas bigger. Maybe paced out the enemy spawn a bit more. And then had most of the enemies spawn during the time the vehicle's here. And then eased off afterwards, rather than have this really long slog of a fight where I'm just running around in circles with just all the enemies continually still spawning from the map's edge. Again, it's not a bad game. I just don't think its design choices are that enjoyable for me personally. Because I am just trying to kite them all around these towers, which aren't very accurate, mind you. Perhaps that's the advantage of the pistol. Maybe the pistol's more accurate. I'll have to try it. I'll upgrade these ones to be pistols, and these ones over here for AKs. Alright, here we go again. Vehicle 6. And I already have a feeling this is going to start getting impossible to do. Oh, we got the bombers. And they look like just like everyone else, and I'm dead. Oh, goodness me, when you get caught, you can't do anything. Right, so. Money while starting feels just well worth it. Then 2 into bullet damage. Just no explanation of why they suddenly get tougher. I mean, I could understand either getting more numbers and more variation, but it's the fact they get tougher as well. It just doesn't feel right. normally in these kind of games, you get newer enemies that are tougher than the previous ones, not just the old enemies get exceedingly strong. I've got no clue how much they're planning on selling the game for, but looking at it, this is just like the first level, mind you, and the first, like, area. I am a bit worried about replayability. I mean, there's a couple of variations of weapons, but not that many. And there's certainly not that many variations of enemies yet. Again, if it's about between £5 to £10, I can understand this being a really fun sort of arcade-style game. There we go. I already have 100% vitality, I believe. Screw it, we're going all in with the with that. We're getting another. Now we're not going to put it here. We're going to put it up here. That should cover our bases nicely. All right, back to number 5, which means we'll have the bombers coming soon. I'm trying to spot them. Oh my goodness! They have gotten so fast. They're like twice as fast as last time. And I have been looking at the stats for the weapons. There is something called ratio. AKs are 50% and handguns are 13. Now, I am going to make a guess they mean accuracy, because the handguns seem to be a lot more accurate than the machine guns. Not that it matters, because the machine guns fire so often that they tend to hit something at least, when everything's in a giant mass ball like that anyway. Go. And also they have the advantage of more range than the handgun. Oh goodness me, I might just get caught and die here. No, no, run around, run around. Gotta keep moving. Now, I've just been running around. I've noticed something quite interesting. As I'm running away with my pistol, I do significantly less damage at a distance. However, I say that, and now I'm killing these guys in one shot again. Yeah, when I was at a long distance, I was taking like 3 or 4 shots to kill them, especially when I was running. But when I was stood still, or they were point blank, they'd instantly be killed in a single shot. It is a bit frustrating that I literally can't figure out how many shots of something is supposed to take to kill it, because there doesn't seem to be any consistency. Alright, I'd like my health back, thank you. I have to take it there because it's the only time I can heal. What's going on? Oh, now we've got big fat guys with shotgun-looking things. Oh no, they've got, like, machine guns or something. Well, wasn't really much I could do about that. I don't think this is actually doable until you spend a lot of money, or should I say money, kills on this. Well, this is interesting. You don't have to wait to, after you've killed everyone, to just release the next car. You can just keep doing it if you're confident. Now, let's upgrade you. As you can see, I've just decided to go screw it. Everywhere has turrets. And honestly, with the AKs, I decided to sort of let the second vehicle go through and see how well it'd do. They could barely hit anything, even though it was like they were in the middle. So I definitely think turret accuracy is too poor at this time. Again, it could just be the machine guns. I think there's other little things I wish you could do, like there's several bits of scenery which you can't, which are just an obstacle really. They're an absolute pain and there's nothing you can do to remove them. You can't destroy them by blowing them up, you can't remove them using cash, and let's be honest, cash is going to become very useless very quickly in this game. After you've got your turrets upgraded as far as you want, there's not really much use for it in a run. Now, I'm making sure I kill everything in one shot. I may not hit 100% of the time, but I want to kill 100% of the time if I hit it. So being able to slightly terraform, like maybe turning the church into somewhere that has people in it shooting out, a bit like a mini turret or something, just anything would improve it a bit more, because a lot of this scenery is just obstacle with no benefit, and it's kind of placed really unfairly considering the towers. I mean, a lot of the towers have their range just like completely cut off by this annoying pointless scenery, especially this tower here. It's got, I mean, it means you have to guard there at the start. Wait, can I? Maybe I've got to wait till the next one comes along. Alright, come on, come on. See what I mean? The towers are hardly fighting off the enemies. Especially since they don't seem to have very good targeting priority. Which really should be the nearest enemy to the vehicle you're trying to guard. Alright, I have the gun I have absolutely maxed out, and it's still taking anywhere between 1 to 4 hits to kill an enemy. And I just don't know. As you see here, I've just killed a bunch in one shot. And then I get some crowbar guy come along, and suddenly he takes 3 hits, even though the last crowbar guy took 1 shot. Now, I don't know if it's just my turrets are actually doing a decent thing of whittling down the opponents, but it doesn't feel so. Oh. I suspect after this run, I will have practically maxed out everything I need to max out pretty much to get onto like the 5th or 6th. I think I'm going to do it, because I don't feel like the level ups are actually giving me much extra power, because the enemy's difficulty curve is far too steep. It's not like an incline, it's more of a straight vertical surface once you get so far. Not gonna lie, this is pretty boring. There's like mop up of enemies afterwards, which is something I'd hate to say, because I normally really enjoy tower defense. Maybe if I just thought I'd try setting this off to see if it would reduce the amount of enemies coming in. You know, less chance of the explosive ones. You guys get out of the way of the vehicle. It's just because I desperately need another, you know, level up gun doing some damage. That's if I survive this. Alright, after another level up, I've almost maxed out rate of fire. Now, there's only one more to go. This is making me feel a bit more powerful, but the fact I've almost got to max out rate of fire and max out all attack to even stand a chance is ridiculous. Oh my goodness, that took everything. Oh my goodness, the screen shake. What the hell? They got shields now? Why do they have shields? How does that make any sense? They don't need shields. They've already got a ton of defense. And they all look identical to the normal guys. It's just random gun people having mysterious shields on them. It's like, let the player have some sense of progression, please. Yeah, I'm gonna die. Whenever I poke my head out, these guys are just... See, he just spawned in and shot me. This is nonsense. This is absolute nonsense. Might as well, because I'm going to die regardless. If I can get a level up with all this ridiculous noise going on. Oh my goodness, my ears. Wow, that didn't last long, did it? And I'm dead. Alright, I'm just going to run around. Just watch the towers. They're barely hitting them. I've just had to watch for a minute. as there was only like 2 guys chasing me at one point, and neither turret could hit them. There we go. Oh, let's increase speed again. Grease lightning, you can't touch me right now. Oh. Alright, let's try this tactic. I'm not letting the vehicle go. I'm going to stay here and make them run through all of my turrets before they can get to me. Come at me! Again, all this nonsense that's in the way means I can't really get a good line on some enemies. Oh dear. And here we go, the spawn's picking up a bit now. But this seems to be working quite well. As long as no one slips past my notice, and I suspect some will eventually. Oh, here comes another wave. Big wave at that. Well, that was fun. So it looks like the turrets managed to kill a couple of people up here. But not many. And a few here, and a handful there. Oh, well, there's only the one here right now, but still, it just goes to show how ineffective they would be. I mean, you'd think there'd be quite a lot where the Arc of Fire sort of goes over. And I'm not going to let that go. Alright. Next one, number 5. Maybe I should try that again. I don't think this demo is completable, you know. I'm just thinking about it. I get to these last few stages, and it doesn't matter, I've got all the upgrades, I am barely fending them off. Ah, those bombers should be so much slower. Essentially, I need to ensure this person gets through, otherwise I don't think I can do it. Because now, it doesn't matter if the next 2 cars die. In fact, I'm just going to send them through. Because as long as I have less than 4 die, that's fine. Right now, it might be the only thing that saves my ass. Even with all my upgrades. Wow. I mean, how fast was that? It was at full health. I blinked. Oh, they have rocket launchers now. That's why. Rocket launchers are a one-hit kill. And again, I respect the game's art style, but sadly, it is very difficult when you're moving and shooting with all this nonsense going on screen. It is very difficult for a player to judge anything, which isn't really good for player feedback. And it adds to the already false levels of difficulty that the game has, especially with like this crap with these shields, the lack of power-ups so I don't get anything like grenades or, you know, anything that can deal with enemies en masse. I can't put down traps anywhere, I can't really do anything other than have these useless towers, and these upgrades which, as you can see, I've practically maxed out and aren't really all that effective. Especially since, well, you can see, the shields just stop anything from dying. And the rocket launcher chaps take several shots to kill, even in this current state I'm on now. If I've got my stats maxed out like this, nothing should be taking more than maybe 3 hits to kill. And it would be nice if the guys with the rocket launchers could blow up their own side. I don't know if they can, but I'm certainly not seeing any evidence of that. Or even some friendly fire would be nice. Oh god, this is just going to keep going on forever, isn't it? Oh, case in point, I've been at this for, I think, about 20 minutes, and I've kept them all within the crossfire of my turrets. I've been just shooting into it like this, and you can hear them, just so I'm out of range. And oh, it's taking forever. This is not fun at all. My turret's just outright stopped shooting. Well, this one certainly has. If it could remember if it exists. Yeah, one of my turrets is just... How about you guys? Oh, I can't even check the range on it. Like, are you going to please shoot? Great, the turret seems to have broken. Oh, just increase my health. That seems to fix it. I don't know if that's actually giving me more health overall. Because it says increase health by 25%. You can have it even when your health is full. But then it's got the first aid kit, which is 100% vitality, which I'm pretty certain is healing. So I don't know if my health bar is actually going up. Well, increase speed. Oh, now this feels uncomfortably fast. Alright. Here we go again. How much worse can it get? Oh God, those rocket launcher guys are nonsense. Absolute nonsense. Again, I have absolutely no hope for this vehicle unless I absolutely fluke it. Holy crap, I managed to pick off all the rocket launchers and the explosive guys. Now for another 20 minutes of running around like a moron, or just going stuff it and releasing the final car. Bye-bye. Pardon me. Sorry, final car. I don't care about your safety. I literally need you as a distraction. Oh, I hate these shield guys. They physically... Oh my goodness, they all spawned in around me. Towers that release dogs, they're not going to last long, are they, in this nonsense? Now, the game is fun, but ultimately very flawed at this stage. It definitely needs a lot more work, and sadly this demo doesn't really highlight its strong points. It's not bad. It's a firm 7 out of 10. I can see some people having a lot of fun with this. But oh goodness me, you need to increase tower fire rate, you need to increase their damage. I mean, I suspect we're supposed to be upgrading more past level 2. They'll probably have like 5 or 6 levels of upgrade, but even in the demo they needed to have at least 5 to make them even viable and useful. This shield nonsense, get rid of it. It's not fun, it's tedious as hell, and it doesn't make sense for the setting. Everything else, well, apart from having difficulty telling the difference between some of these guys when all hell's breaking loose, can't complain. I mean, that's just going to be a problem with the art style and its very minimalist elements. But that was Road Defense Outsiders. Hope you had a laugh with this. I did as well, and sorry to moan so much during this one, but I just wanted to give some constructive criticism.